Hey there, Internet. Felix Finch here with a review of The New Beginning in Osaka. This is a one-night event, and this is the end of the first series of shows in New Japan season. Let's take a look. We're kind of getting the results of the fallout of Wrestle Kingdom. We start off with Nagata, Tenzan, Kojima, and Nakanishi taking on Taguchi, Hanare, Honma, and Makabe. This is Nakanishi's last match in Osaka-jo. Taguchi and Tenzan open it up, but Taguchi requests Nakanishi take Tenzan's place. Hanare gets in with Nagata, and they're able to isolate Nagata. Nakanishi shows off his strength against both Makabe and Honma. Full pair off for the submission spot. Nakanishi's team goes over when Kojima gets the pin on Honma following a top rope brain chop from Nakanishi to Honma. I give this 1 star. It was a fine opening match. Nothing too exciting, and the old-timers get to look good working. Up next, the IWGP Light Heavyweight Tag Team Championships are on the line as Kanemaru and El Desperado take on Sho and Yo, the champions. Rocky Romero is back, and Roppongi 3K immediately jumps Suzuki-gun to start the match. Sho is now rocking dark hair once again. El Desperado takes a chair to Sho's knee on the outside and targeting the same leg they've attacked in previous shows. And after a 19 count, Kanemaru continues the targeting. Suzuki-gun continues to occupy Yo while torturing the left leg of Sho. Yo is finally in on the hot tag, giving Sho some time to heal. However, Suzuki-gun goes right back to the leg, with Kanemaru putting Sho in a figure 4 while Yo is in a label lock, and Sho is able to grab the bottom rope. Pretty cool spot with Yo getting knocked out of the ring, but rebounding back with a super kick. El Desperado cuts off Roppongi 3K, but Sho blocks the Centauri surprise from Kanemaru, and somehow Kanemaru kicks out of a shock arrow, but a strong X does put him away for a successful defense by Sho and Yo. I gave this 3 stars. It was good storytelling throughout the match. The chemistry between both teams makes it a great watch, and Taguchi comes out afterward to tell Rocky that he's not a manager, he's a wrestler, and he is a great wrestler. And they should team up to challenge for the junior tag team titles as the mega coaches. And Sho and Yo seem to agree with this. So I'm here for Rocky and Taguchi as the mega coaches clashing with Sho and Yo. Next up, we have Ibushi, Tanahashi, and Finjuice taking on Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, and G.O.D. And Tanahashi and Tama Tonga start this off. And Tanahashi is sporting a glorious lion's mane. I don't know what this sort of mullet look is, but it's working for him. The rest of the team continues to fight on the outside. There's a lot of interplay between Gorillas of Destiny and Finjuice, even leading to a quadruple down. Juice is and Jado is really good at getting in that kendo stick, just picking those perfect spots for the ref not to see. But Tanahashi is able to get the pin on Tonga Loa for the win, and I gave this 2 stars. The problem with this one for me was Chase and Yujiro felt totally unnecessary. I mean, it's always good to see Peter, but they felt so unnecessary in this match, and mainly the story was between G.O.D. and the pairs of teams. We do get an announcement that New Japan will be in Madison Square Garden for Wrestle Dynasty on August 22nd, which is the same day as TakeOver in Boston, and the next day will be SummerSlam in Boston, so we'll see how that goes. We have a special match as Ospreay and Okada team up to take ZSJ and Taichi. Starting off, Taichi and Okada. Zack Sabre Jr. is manhandling Ospreay in the walkway while Taichi takes chairs to Okada and strangles him with the cable again. Interestingly enough, they talk on the commentary about how there's a new TV deal in Japan and what it means for the company. They actually got a really sweet primetime deal, but I'm not going to go into that too much here, but let's just say it is good for New Japan. And in the same light, good for Stardom. There's fast-paced action once Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. get into the ring. This match is like watching 2 matches simultaneously. I love that about it. Great to see when Ospreay gets to show off his graps, and the crowd is super appreciative. There's heavy action between the pairings, and it feels like it's going to continue the feuds as Okada wins with a Rainmaker on Taichi. I gave this 3.5 stars. A very entertaining match. And even if I've seen these matches already happen, it was fun to watch. Sonata and Jay White are up next with Jay White, the early aggressor. A great opening sequence between the two, which includes Sonata being extra tranquilo. And it is refreshing to see Sonata get back in the ring without having to wait until 19. He gets in at like the 16 count. Jay White remains dominant in the match, occasionally utilizing Gato. Sonata managed to finally get Jay White into a Paradise Lock, which the crowd popped huge for. This takes time. He takes time to leave him in ring to kind of contemplate things before giving him the kick. Jay White is able to fight his way through Sonata's strength advantage. Sonata is able to constantly put Jay White in danger of a skull end, and he's even able to kick out of a Kiwi Crusher. Sonata is able to get the best of Gato, catching him and crouching him on the top rope while Jay White tries to distract the ref before Sonata gets Jay White in a skull end. Jay survives the skull end, but is able to get out of the way of the Muda moonsault. There's a great falsy series between the two, but Jay White gets the win with the Blade Runner. I gave this 4 stars. It was an exciting outing for these gents. I'm not sure where the story goes from here for Sonata, though. That's my one kind of gripe with this particular match. The IWGP Light Heavyweight Championship is up next, Ryulee taking on Hiromu Takahashi, the champion. This is a rematch of their San Francisco match where Hiromu got hurt. Ryulee comes out wearing the ROH television title, and Ryulee is also part of La Facción Ingobernables, which I guess makes this kind of an LIJ versus LI or LFI match. Immediately gets into action. The two take detours to Suplex City, which apparently is based in Germany. They give a never-ending trade-off of overhand chops. Seriously, it's like a 4-minute chop trade, and because they start chopping on early in, and it keeps going even past the 5-minute mark announced by the commentary. Lee kind of gets the win in the chops and gives Hiromu a hurricanrana off the rope from the inside of the ring to the outside of the ring from the apron. Dragon Lee is able to fly in from the ring to hit Hiromu on the barricade, and both of them fly over the announce tables. I can't describe this properly because he just soars from the ring over the barricade to hit Hiromu, and they both go flying. Ryulee, these guys are just trying to murder each other. Hiromu was able to return the favor with a sunset bomb. Ryulee teases the package suplex, and nobody wants it. You just hear the crowd go silent in shock as he sets up for that, because that's the move that broke Hiromu's neck. The two fight at the top of the turnbuckle, with Lee finally winning and giving a double stomp to Hiromu on the apron to the floor. They get into the ring. They start trading Germans, absolutely murdering each other. There's a great spot with Hiromu catching a Cazadora and turning it into a German, and Hiromu manages to kick out of a bastard driver while Dragon Lee kicks out of a high impact destroyer. After these intense exchanges, a time bomb doesn't finish it, but a second time bomb from Hiromu to Ryulee does. I gave this 5 stars. This match was amazing, intense. It's a fight throughout. This doesn't even get stars. Once it hits 5, it is fire. It just gets flame emoji, flame emoji, flame emoji, flame emoji, flame emoji. I love this stuff. It was so good. For the IWGP United States Championship, it is Minoru Suzuki versus the champion, Jon Moxley. I'm not going to try to do the extended John. Suzuki grabs 2 chairs, tosses one to Moxley, and they just start dueling. The match isn't specifically a no DQ, but they keep going over it in commentary that Red Shoes dares not stop the fight between these two. So they fight around the ring. They roll in simultaneously to exchange strikes. The fight leaves the ring again, and even though they're throwing submissions on each other on the outside, Red Shoes keeps trying to remind them they have to get in the ring for this. This isn't False Count anywhere. Suzuki places Moxley's arm. There's a great spot, yeah. Moxley's arm is on a table on the outside. Suzuki grabs a chair, puts it around his arm, gets another chair, and starts beating it down, trying to break the arm. And he even takes it to the ring post, slams it into there. They start hitting themselves. They start getting pieces of the table and hitting themselves with them to break them. They follow this with what I believe is the stiffest forearm exchange since the passing of Misawa. They're just laying into each other heavily. Moxley is able to reverse a Gotch-style pile driver into a Death Rider, but Suzuki kicks out. Moxley gives Suzuki a chair shot with his head going through the chair, and Suzuki just gets madder, starts laughing, and gets another Death Rider onto a chair. Moxley then laughs as Suzuki strikes him. And it takes 2 lariats and another Death Rider to put away Suzuki. Again, another 5 flame emojis. Just wow, intense madness and brutality from start to finish. Afterwards, Zack Sabre Jr. comes out to beat down and choke out Jon Moxley and challenge him for the U.S. title next. So, man, Moxley, I don't know what you did to Suzuki-gun, but they're coming for you, sucker. Our main event is up with Kenta facing Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships. Kenta makes his way down with the entirety of the Bullet Club, and Red Shoes is busy trying to get them away, is just trying to make it a one-on-one. And Naito is not wearing white today. Kenta is dictating the pace of this match from beginning by like just even delaying getting into the ring. He slowly takes his time, absorbing the heat from the crowd. And this crowd hates Kenta. It is amazing. Finally gets into the ring, and Naito is able to lay into Kenta. Also spits on him. This is a more methodical form of brutality by Kenta and Naito, getting just major heat for every strike on Naito, and a chorus of boos when stepping on a Naito teddy bear that a little girl had in the crowd. Kenta's use of taunts and holds is just absolutely perfect, and he even brings the fight to the outside of the ring with just small movements of viciousness on the floor. Kenta gets so many opportunities to brutalize Naito, and the champ only gets intermittent opportunities to attack. Naito is thrown into Red Shoes twice, and Jay White comes out to attack Naito while Red Shoes is down. Ibushi tries to come out and help, but he ends up getting a Blade Runner from Jay White. But Hiromu is able to get Jay White and remove him from the ring, drag him to the back. Naito gets a really strong comeback with the audience behind him 100% of the way and Red Shoes recovering. Naito is thrown into the exposed turnbuckle because Kenta removes a pad earlier in the match. And just an entire crimson mask immediately forms on Naito. This caused him to hulk up and achieve his destino to defeat Kenta. Another 5 flame emoji. Just great match. Perfectly paced to maximize the heat. And the crimson mask to end this match. Chef's kiss. Naito calls out Hiromu Takahashi and tells him that he wants to continue the tradition of the IWGP Heavyweight Champion facing off the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion at the anniversary show. So see or no? And Hiromu waxes nostalgic about how Naito took him under his wing before he says, see, but does Naito agree? And Naito does agree while still bleeding profusely from the head. And that is the night. This show was a solid A. I might have given it an A+ had I been more excited during the 8-man tag, because I mean that did feature Ibushi and Tanahashi. I just kind of wish I got a little more out of it. I didn't. But anyway, this was an A. The main events were outstanding. Ryuli and Hiromu really played on emotions, especially like every time they teased or repeated that package suplex, I was on the edge of my seat. Moxley versus Suzuki was insanity made flesh, and I was here for it. And the main event showed how perfect Kenta can be when he cares. And again, just the like almost Scar Lion King walk he had of that evil strut of you're on my time, I'm not on yours. All 3 main events earned their perfect rankings in very different ways. And that variety was something I haven't seen in a long time. But you know what, guys, let me know what you think about the show in the comment section below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoy it, share it on your social medias, and visit FriscoFlame.com for my merch. I'm about to be going through surgery. I should really film a health update, which I'll do momentarily. And yeah, peace out, party peoples. I will see you soon. I do believe there are some shows coming up, so I'll see you for one of those.